We gathered all the female attorneys at Antonini and Cohen, and we just wanted to ask you a few questions. So the first question is, what inspired you to pursue a career in immigration law, and how has the journey been so far?
So what inspired me to have a career in immigration law was I knew that I was drawn to a field where I could help people and solve problems. How it's been so far is constantly rewarding. It never gets old. It never gets old to help people work and live in the United States.
So I'm an immigrant of sorts, and so that certainly inspired me some. But I worked with immigrant communities as a social worker in different programs before, and I wanted to become an immigration attorney after working with the communities and understanding that for an immigrant, one of the most important things for their well-being in America was to regularize their immigration status. I love what I do. I love helping people. I love the difference that it makes in their lives, and I especially love the difference that it makes in the life of their children. I love to know that one little thing that our firm does changes their lives generationally. And there's a part of me that also loves to win against the government. So just a tiny little thing.
I think kind of piggybacking off what Carolina said, for me, I saw my mom struggle. She was an immigrant here in the United States. She came by herself with very little, next to nothing. And I saw her struggle trying to navigate a complex system and not really speak English. She wasn't able to really, navigate a system with 4 young girls and try to feed us, put a roof over our head, do all the things. And so seeing her adversity, but seeing her triumph, I think was like, okay, I want to help people and help them give a voice to the vulnerable people that don't have the ability to access resources. So I wanted to be a resource for individuals like that, And as Carolina said, seeing the kids, like I am a first generation US citizen, I'm a first generation American, and my mom was an immigrant, and where I'm standing today is all because of what she did for me and my journey to get here. So that's why I wanted to become an immigration attorney.
Yeah, I think our story is very similar, and so my mom is definitely my first inspiration, but I was pretty much the only one in our family that had status. We had a mixed status family, so every adult in our household didn't have status, and so growing up with kind of seeing how that affects your ability to travel, your ability to, just live comfortably, the comfort with which you go on vacation, that you go on a road trip, that you do anything. That was definitely my motivation for joining this field. How it's been so far? The journey has been pretty fantastic, mostly because of the people that I started doing it with. Honestly, Carolina, you've been a great inspiration for me. It's like my biological mom and my work mom. And so I thought that I wanted to do immigration, and then I came across Carolina and I saw how you worked with clients and how familiar you were with people, and it became kind of an extension of your family. Like to your point, Sono, you see yourself reflected in every individual that walks in. Like that could be my uncle, that could be my mom, that could be my cousin, and that makes the work so much more rewarding because it has that familiar nature to it.
I became an immigration attorney because I shadowed an immigration attorney in college, and we don't have any lawyers in my family. And so I kind of thought lawyers did 2 things, either divorces or, law and order. And so the idea that lawyers did things like help people come to the United States and get status, it felt like it would just be the perfect job. And I really like meeting people from all over the world. And I really enjoy the law. That was very surprising to me, actually. I thought I was going into this because I wanted to help people and I wanted to meet people from cultures all over, but then I realized along the way how much I loved the law and how much I loved studying and researching the law. And I thought that this would be the coolest job ever, and I still feel that way. I think it is the coolest job. I encourage anyone to be an immigration attorney. It's really cool.